Oh, it's on the fade still. I really need to get my little trackpad thingy up here. Well, I'm sorry for the underwhelming transition into stream. How's everybody doing? I had myself a nice little chicken meal. Chicken Monterey. I always love showing that cute little helmet down there. I'm just so tickled. It's so adorable. Little guy, little helmet guy. But it's time to finish Republic Commando. A rare occurrence on the stream, actually concluding a video game. But here it is. And yes, Strider, there's already been one stream drop today, where just the stream goes, bzoop. Was this Valkyrie Profile PSX? No, it was actually the mobile. It was Android. Played through BlueStacks. Which was a little grumbly. It was a little moody, that game. Getting it working with getting it to launch in the first place was a pain in the ass. Because I had to have like an ARM exclusive instance of Android. But it fine, okay. Once I figured out, because the settings moved around from like the last guide I read. It took me a while to find that. Then the game would launch, and then it took forever to get the controller to work. But anyway, all that's a matter of another chronicle. We're here to finish Republic Commando.
Sev, when this is over, I'm gonna make sure that you get some R&R.
Return to the main corridor, Delta.
I wonder if your stream drops after an X amount of time. Maybe?
100%. All patched up here.
It seems to be pretty arbitrary.
Moving.
But we'll see. We will see.
Go.
It'll be an interesting test if
Moving to cover.
how many drops happen during the subathon tomorrow. That's going to be really frustrating. But I wouldn't mind so much, because all I have to do is just hit stream and it just comes right back up. But the vexing thing, and the thing that leaves a bit of a longer term of a dent, is that it just completely wrecks my average viewer number. That's kind of the number that everything operates around.
Break out the heavy weapons.
That's what you sell basically every sponsorship for. So it does actually have like a pretty aggravating material impact whenever the stream drops. Oh, somebody was asking what platform this was on. Oh, it was on Xbox and PC. I guess it did launch on PC, didn't it?
Sit up there, Delta.
I'm ready. I'll be back.
Forget that.
Eliminate target.
Good to go, sir. In position.
What's on Switch? Oh man, that's great.
Nice toss.
This is a great game. I'm having a wonderful time playing it.
Look alive!
Take offensive formation.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah. All right. This is the PC version, yeah. I guess I thought that maybe it was released later.
Scorch is back and ready to go.
Take them out from there, Delta.
Moving to your mark. Way to get him.
It's an irrational assumption based off the fact that there just weren't a lot of PC games released at that time.
Let's move on.
But you're right, I am playing it on PC, and this is the version of the game that came out on PC. It just has a community mod, or yeah, like a community patch, basically. But it makes it just like very civilized by today's standards, which is something else I wasn't expecting. So, God bless the PC community yet again, doing the hard work and putting in the love. You know, of all the aspects that people talk about or recognize with PC, I guess people do talk about mods quite a bit when it comes to the benefits of the PC ecosystem. Nobody ever really brings up the maintenance,
Nice shooting, sir.
preservation that happens on the PC platform. Nearly everything is playable, and not only that, but playable in like a better and more. Oh shit! One of these. It's like a better state than it was when it came out, and it's all because of the volunteering of people's time. It's so amazing. struggled through this game as a kid, but I still enjoyed it lots. PC wasn't good at the time. Oh, but you never used commands? Oh, that's tough. I was just thinking about all the ways that this game really does like
Eliminate target.
really does make squad commands vital.
Taking cover. Damn, I don't believe it.
What's wrong, Sev?
I lost count of my kills.
That droid.
He does love murdering, that guy. What game's after this? Ace Combat 7. I'm near the end of that game as well, so looking forward to the conclusion and then the DLC. Everyone speaks very highly of the DLC.
Tarful's forces have engaged the enemy in a hangar up ahead. Proceed to the hangar and
Goodbye, Tarful.
Another
Goodbye, Tarful.
What can you say? Wookiees like hangers.
Take offensive formation. Eliminate target.
It was a pleasure.
Another one down.
Eliminate target.
Reloading.
Take offensive formation. Eliminate
BB's
target.
ahead.
There's a Wookiee down there.
Mess him up.
Looks like he's calling us.
He's not calling anything. No, come over here and heal.
On my way. Target destroyed.
All of you losers, get back here.
Thought you'd never ask.
Eat your applesauce. What mods are you using?
Back to taken.
It's just the good old games version of the game, and then a community patch.
I needed that.
It's the only one listed on the PC Gaming Wiki page, which is how I found it. So, if you're interested in playing the game,
That thing.
wait, what's over here? Why can't I go this way? Oh, I should
Let's move on.
Make up your
go
mind.
this
sir.
way. They want me to go this way. But what if there's a secret or something? There's no secrets in this game. Not the Steam version. I mean, for all I know, the Steam version could work. I don't know. I just owned it on good old games already.
Door, you may be able to sidetrack an ambush.
Yeah, that'd be a nice change of pace.
Oh, that's why you can go around. All right, we're gonna go around. Thanks to you and a recent 80% Steam sale, I tried Ace 7 for the first time. Didn't think it'd be my cup of tea, but dang, I am enjoying it now. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. I've been trying to put my finger on exactly what's so enjoyable about it. I think it's always had the basics, the
Breach that door.
sort of easy but challenging combat. I think the tone of the story is a lot more enjoyable. It hits a really good line between goofy and self-serious. Upgrade system's pretty good. Pretty good.
Breach charge set. Clear.
Oh, stealth. You want a Macross game in the vein of Ace Combat? Yeah. I was thinking Gundam, but same thing. It is odd to me that nobody really does Wing Commander style games. Of like... Somebody behind me, is there? Of like a mission and then a set of cutscenes and then a mission again. I'm trying to think of the last game that had that layout. I started playing Chorus, thinking that it might be that, and it's not really. Chorus is more like a 3D open world game, which is still kind of cool, actually. I enjoyed it. It's weird. It's a weird thing, but... Star Fox? A little bit, yeah. Star Fox is rail shooty though. It's not like 3D. It's not like 3D flight sim.
Go.
Anyway, playing Ace Combat makes me want to play Wing Commander again. So I think I'm going to. I definitely want to play Free Space again.
Hurry, Deltas. Those Wookiees need our help.
Tarful. That him? That our guy?
Or maybe not.
Those hairy freaks sure can fight.
I guess they won. Cool. There's no way that's it
He's
though.
General Grievous, and it looks like he's bringing company.
Separatist traitors.
Grievous is escaping, sir.
I've lost the trace. Blast. I'll inform the Wookiees. There's nothing to be done now.
Jedi slime.
Oh, good. These guys again.
Make them work for it, Deltas.
Zoom, 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 zoom.
Tactic, Deltas.
And a damn good one, I might add.
Ah, hoo. Zoom, 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 zoom. There's a weird delay on this on this rocket launcher. It sucks a lot. It makes it really hard to hit anything.
Control that target.
I thought you never asked.
The little Metroids. Look at Metroid spin. There we go. Got one of them. Wow. Technology. Alright.
Eliminate target.
It's done.
Oh!
Stay focused, Delta. We need to get to the top and blow that ship.
Alright, alright. This seems to be going well.
Eliminate target.
My strats are paying off. My delicately plotted, impeccably planned strats.
Delta, there's a Wookiee freight elevator ahead that you can use to express to the top of the tree. The Separatists have been using it to load this tree with droids.
Whoa.
Take control of the elevator shaft and use the lift to get up there. Pronto.
Control the shaft. I just think it's interesting that like they do the wall health, but they don't put the ammo off the ground. I guess they're big old boxes. Like you're never gonna miss them. Hey Turbid, how you doing? Django would be proud of my strats. They don't involve like getting kicked in the face and then having my head chopped off. Man, Django got put away. Some dude. He didn't know though. How was he supposed to know? Jedi were that badass.
Let's find out what's on the other side.
You ever watch Dawson's Creek? You know I didn't. I do remember that being on TV though.
Watch this.
Is it good?
We're in.
Is Dawson's Creek good? Tell me about Dawson's Creek, Turtle. Tell me all about it. This is just us girls talking about our shows. Let me know. Let me know what's up with it. Oh!
Commence demolitions maneuver, Delta.
Setting charge. Watch my back, team.
Oh, you just started watching the pilot? Okay. Does it have like... I feel like that show has a lot of tender teen music on it. It's like a lot of breathiness. This is the sound of Dawson's Creek. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Am I right? Is that around in the pilot? There's like panning shots of boats. Are there boats? Yeah, it's Dawson's Creek, right? There have to be boats. And there's like girls with exposed midriffs, right? They got to be wearing like baby doll tees and have like just wild highlights. The ladies had crazy highlights at the time. Pilot was one of the best. Yeah? Dawson's Creek pilot? Interesting. I just saw the Baywatch pilot. I was at this bar and they had Baywatch on and I was like, shit, this actually looks pretty dope. It was like the 2010 series with Jason Momoa. He had to like build a boat to prove to some old dude that he could feel the spirit of the island or something. I don't know. Yeah, the dirty blonde look.
Get yourself to the bed.
The like, it was like this weird kind of like faux country tough white lady look too.
Just what I needed. Lining up to die.
Yeah, the bob haircut. Yeah.
Reloading. I'll be back.
Eliminate target.
Good work. Hit confirmed.
I didn't know that the pilot of Dawson's Creek was so hot. I got to get in there.
One more down.
I got to get in there. I've been riding the Y2K nostalgia wave for a while now. Mostly it's taken the form of just really bad movies. I watched The Marine finally. John Cena's The Marine. Wow. I don't know that I've ever seen a movie that has a lower opinion of its audience than The Marine. tub thumping a lot. Really? Oh man. It's a shame tub thumping got played out so fast. We really could have used another 5 or 6 years of tub thumping. Maybe it'll come back as like, maybe you could pitch it as being like ironic, but actually just legitimately awesome. I'm waiting for Rednex's remix of Cotton Eye Joe to come back. Here. Why wait when I can do it myself? Awesome. So is that in Dawson's Creek? Is that a lot of tub thumping I heard. I just don't know if that track is in Dawson's Creek. I'm gonna need verification of that.
Reloading.
Dawson's Creek.
Eliminate
Pilot. This track goes way hard, or this like score goes really hard. Woo! For as goofy as the dialogue is.
clear, sir.
Were you in school in January 1998? Yes. Yes, I was. Was in junior high.
Systems are now online and available to destroy the Separatist cruiser. In the upper levels of each of the 4 bays, you'll find a Wookiee dual missile turret. Only with the combined firepower of all 4 turrets do we have the slightest chance of taking down this juggernaut.
Wait a minute. Did you just steal my identity, Turbid?
Get on it then, Deltas.
Why aren't we moving?
Save the button.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Turbid, I swear to God, if you take out a loan to get a Tesla in my name. What? Turbid is wielding his mod powers. Jesus.
Move.
We've made it to the top, sir.
Turbid, be careful. Be careful. Petulant deployment of mod powers is something to be done with moderation. Yeah, I don't need no mod drama on my hands. We have actual modding in chat. Yeah, Turbid's one of the OGs.
Moving to position.
Concentrate fire on the optic cluster.
I basically like
Let's take them
would
down.
play GTA
Moving to your mark.
with the crew a lot,
Bombard them from their jump.
and then since they would hang out and stream, it's basically like that lineup that are all my mods, and I haven't really appointed new mods since. That was in like 2016, I think, something like that.
Such a weapon.
Eliminate target.
Aw, these guys too, huh?
Fire in the hole! Give me another.
Eliminate target.
I need a med tech. Give me another.
Oh Christ, there's so many of them. Ah, this is gonna take forever.
Tank. Eliminate target.
Okay, maybe not. I have some anti-armor shots, praise God. Eeh.
Let's move on.
6-2, aiding Sev. Again.
Can a mod time out themselves? Good question.
To go, sir.
I know that a streamer can't ban themselves. I'm only playing on normal, Bob, but this game has put the screws to me a couple times, I have to admit.
Get some better,
Waiting
soldier.
orders.
On my way, squad leader.
For the most part, it's very fair. Although it's like, balance in these games can be tough, because you want to balance it so that it's like, it's normal when you're using your squad, but you can kind of get behind the 8 ball and get in some really tough situations. Very familiar, I think, too. It reminds me a lot of, I've been thinking about Brothers in Arms a lot. And then also, even, Brutal Legend kind of had that issue, where if you don't have momentum, you just get stuck in certain encounters. So just pressing the right advantage at the right time is kind of critical. Otherwise, you just kind of get stuck in a stalemate.
Breach that door.
Aye, aye.
Brothers in Arms, yeah. Oh, you tried to beat this game on every difficulty as a kid? Oosh. I bet if you like knew the levels and you knew where to send people and you knew what to do and when, I think that would be okay. Maybe, I mean, a kid, yeah, that's a whole other thing, but knowing the levels and like knowing how to just efficiently drop different enemy types,
Take offensive
I feel like
formation.
that would be everything.
Eliminate target.
Why can't I do it like that? It
Eliminate target. Yeah, someone help him.
That's part of the program.
Eliminate target.
You've been playing the Mega Man games for the first time recently. Started 3 yesterday, but it was way too bullshit even for Mega Man standards. 3 is a real step up. Yeah, 3 is like pretty pinnacle in terms of NES Mega Man.
Ready to go.
Because it has the slide, it has the the levels, it has the music. But yes, it's very hard. They kind of went all out, right? Because you have the 8 stages, which are pretty difficult themselves. And then there's like the repeat, the Mega Man 2, like boss repeats. And harder versions of those stages. And then Wily stages, which are, yeah, super, super tricky. Does this game get better after the first couple of levels? I didn't find it particularly great. If you didn't like it after the first couple of levels, you probably won't grow to like it. It is pretty small in scope for the ideas that it has. It's like it's a very stratified version of this kind of game. And I could see it seeming a little too simple or a little too like reduced.
Ready to engage.
Commence door breach.
Commencing. Placing detonator. Clear.
But it does open up a bit. I remember the first level is super scripted. It was very like Halo Combat Evolved.
Warrior.
Eliminate target.
Give me another.
I mean, the beginning of the game did not hook me back in the day either.
Give us some sniping, Commando.
Moving into position.
I also just didn't like playing it on an Xbox. That was another big part of it.
Good to go, sir.
Pack it up, Doc. We can take him out from here.
Readying weapon. Alien unit exterminated. Thanks, sir. You got it. Reloading.
Super random question, but what was the lawsuit that made it okay for students to leave if the professor didn't show up in 15 minutes? I did not know there was a law for that.
Eliminate target.
Down. 62 is down.
You beat these plank. Take offensive formation. Eliminate target.
Squad leader, excellent work. Subject terminated.
There's some sort of incident? Okay. Yeah, I don't think I can be much help, unfortunately. If you want opinions on video games, they're stacked up.
Delta squad, let's take
Business is good in that regard.
eliminate target.
How was that? Target terminated.
Oh, you play the 08 Turok? How is that? I was really curious about that. I did want to get around to playing that, but I just never did.
Let's move on.
All indications was that it was really bland, I guess. That you weren't missing much. I'd still like to play it, though. Where'd your third guy go? He's on a mounted gun, shooting at spaceships.
Go. Fixer. I'll take this one, sir. Oh, I'm healthy now.
He's shooting and tooting at the big ship? Yeah, like this fella. We gotta shoot at it from 4 different sides,
Begin door breach.
which is kind of interesting.
Charge set. Clear.
I like that. I like a game climax that has you lose your buds one at a
That's how
time.
it opens.
So you kind of feel the squeeze, both in a story sense and in a gameplay sense of your man's leaving you.
I'm out. Reloading. Nice one, leader, man. Why can't I do it like that?
King Kong the video game on the Xbox 360. Well, for shouting out a random video game name, I agree, Turbid. King Kong the video game on the Xbox 360. I actually played through that a while ago. When did I play through that? That was like in... Oh! I did not know that that would explode. I enjoyed that game. That was like a... I love big like tech-focused, linear, cinematic shits like that. They're so dumb, but they're fun. Oh! God damn it. Scorch! Excuse me, it's Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie. You're right.
This one's not getting up.
The game came out at the same time as Black and Killzone. Yeah, it was around that, wasn't it? That was a launch title for the 360.
On my way, squad leader.
I remember it was like the big, dumb,
Breach commencing.
pretty looking cinematic experience for the 360 at launch. It was like,
Eliminate
Door
target.
cleared.
I remember I worked at GameStop at the time, and it was the game that like people picked up because I guess they just wanted something.
Bombard them from their delta.
On my way.
Eliminate target.
It wasn't really like a graphical showcase at launch. I can't remember. It was kind of that. It was that, or it was Geometry Wars. Fight Night, I think, was pretty good. Did you ever get anyone to sign up for the GameStop rewards program? Oh yeah, you know I did. Come on. It was easier back in the day though, because it was better. Oh, I need to stun it first. It was only $10 a month. It came with a Game Informer subscription, and you got 10% off all used games. So like if someone was buying a like $50 or $45 used game, it would be easy. It'd just be like, hey, if you sign up for this, you get 10% off, and you get a magazine. Like, it was nice to also have like physical magazines that you could include with signups. So essentially, it'd be like for $5, you get this discount card and a free magazine. And they'd be like, "Oh, all right." That wasn't like it was actually pretty sick. Pretty easy to sell. Then it went up to $15 a month. So the sales pitch got quite a bit harder.
Spider droid.
Sometimes they would like the real time you could clean up on rewards cards was during used buy one get one free sales. Because people would get like 3 used games, and if they were higher dollar used games, then instead of getting like $4 off of a $10 thing, you get like 8. So just be like, man, for just $2, just $2, you get this cool card and a magazine, and it doesn't get better than that.
Offensive formation. Eliminate target.
I used to be subscribed to it for like a year or two. I believe I paid $15. I enjoyed the magazines with store-specific Nintendo power. Oh, interesting. Okay. I actually signed up for a physical subscription to PC Gamer again. I mean, I was just on the website and I was looking for like subscription options, even if it's just kicking them like $20. But they actually had like a print mail subscription. I was like, you know what? Okay. And yet, I read a PC Gamer article in bed with the lamp on. I was an ancient man. Only he knows the ancient ways. Reading by electric light. Stone tablets, you say? Yes. I held the phonograph to my ear and transcribed the Morse code sent over the wire.
Commence door breach.
Aye, sir. Placing detonator. Clear.
What?
Oh, so that's how it opens.
Is this? Okay. Just a big black square. Aw, you can't snipe in tactical mode. It does sound very God of War, man. guess we are war soldiers fighting in space wars.
Delta Lead, revive your squad.
It even says it on the cover, Space Wars. Space Wars. Oh yeah, there's Space Wars. They're fighting in space. There's a green guy. Tactics. Those are the lyrics? Yeah, those are the lyrics. People don't know that, but fucking shit. Fucking shit. Don't want to shoot another one of those things to death. I guess I have rockets. That's going to help a lot. I don't have sparkle grenades, though. Where's my mans? Where are you, bro? Where are you, brah? Oh! Alright, where you at? You not coming in here? Is there back-to-back there? Ooh! Here, why don't you follow me? We're gonna go heal up. I don't want to be taking risks like this. Yeah.
6-2's down. Someone assist.
God damn it. Fine, I'll heal. Ooh. So glad Bear is back. Bear McCreary, right? Ragnarok. He's done a lot of good soundtracks. Oh, almost made it. Well. Roller Drome is on sale. Did you try it? I did. I did. I give it an incredible recommendation. That game rocks. Roller Drome is very good.
Take them out from there.
It's Tony Hawk plus Doom. Probably a good way to describe it. I'm hoping there's grenades around here somewhere. Otherwise, I'll just shoot it with the spanker. Are you grenades? Are you grenades? No? Maybe you're grenades.
Eliminate target. We'll beat them, Delta Squad.
You are not grenades. Oh, damn, though. Okay. I forgot it had multi-launch. Man, the Halo sensibility, too, of, like, having a special weapon that you carry in a specific slot that basically lets you shortcut one big enemy if you do it right. Like, those almost baked-in vulnerabilities. That was such a cool dynamic to Combat Evolved that I really liked it. It implied so much more meaning on the weapon system, which again, much like Skyrim, I initially resented for reducing a whole inventory of guns down to 2.
Yes, sir.
Again, scoffed, looked down my nose. More weapons are better, I said. Less options is for baby.
All patched up here.
Take offensive formation.
Roger that.
Delta, begin door breach.
Come in.
Yes. Yes. Yes, quite.
Breach charge set. Clear.
Yeah.
Eliminate hostiles.
I don't have any grenades? Huh. Is this supported or going to be supported by RTX Remix? Interesting question. I don't know that... I guess I haven't looked at too many details about it.
Go, go.
Have they specified what the support levels will be for that feature? There's no way it's just as simple as like feeding a game an executable and all of a sudden everything looks 4K.
Turret enabled, Delta.
It's just an AI upscaling tool that modders can use? Yeah, but it has to read, like, it would have to read proprietary file types and stuff, right? I mean, I guess what RTX Remix then would enable is that people who are familiar with this specific game and maybe know how to export and import the assets could very easily make... What the fuck? I'm just stomping on babies for the rest of this? Could just very easily make up-res projects. kind of cute though. Wouldn't be an episode 2 video game unless you're murdering kids at some point. I guess it's more of an episode 3 thing. Whatever. There were women and children too in that Tusken Raider camp. Pulling an Anakin right now. Nerd! I'm a killing machine. Is this Vietnam commentary? I don't know that there's anything specific about this that's Vietnam. Like, Vietnam is mostly just about, like, butting into a place you have no place in, throwing your weight around like you're the shit, and then getting your ass kicked. I don't know. Star Wars, people insist that Star Wars is... Oh, no! How did that not kill him? Oh, shit. I don't know if it... Well, people insist that Star Wars has, like, specific references to stuff, but I don't know. I think it's intentionally very generic. Which is why it's easy to make a case that it could be any number of things. I thought Lucas himself said the prequels were supposed to be a huge criticism of the Bush administration? Wasn't he? He was writing it well before the Bush administration was even a thing, right? You mean, well, maybe George Sr.? I can't imagine that George Lucas would say something like that. Maybe? Yeah, maybe more World War II inspiration, but I think that's just because that's just World War II. I think the World War II aspects are just laundered through its reverence of, like, pulpy culture from that time. It's I do think that's true. Kind of like certain classical cinematic aspects that are kind of tied in with Star Wars, but I think that's all kind of tuned into it being like a Flash Gordon sort of deal, which were kind of pulpy comics in the 40s. Kind of in the way that, like, Toy Story... You know, Toy Story's about, like, cowboys and spaceships because it's reflective of 60s culture. The shift from cowboys to the space race, the generation gap that kind of created. So it's like, it's there, but that's not literally what it's about. Like, it's not literally about the shift from pop culture to science fiction. But that thematic element is reinterpreted. I think it's one of them things. That's what I would guess. Nice healthy dose of Kurosawa influence. I need to watch more Kurosawa. I'm not studied up enough. I've only seen Seven Samurai, and that's it. Which I have to admit is a very magnetic film. I watched it again with Stephanie a while ago, and it's weird. That movie should be way more boring than it is. I don't know what it is. It's so long, and it's so, like, slow, but it's a really good watch. There's just something about it. I guess that's just good directing. I'll see you, Zidonia. Have a good night. Oh, hell yeah.
Turbo laser and take out that ship. Delta Squad, concentrate turbo lasers on target.
Turbo laser. Shoot the shit out of this big thing.
The shields are down, squad. Keep it up.
Oh, if only you could blow it. If you, like, blew it up in chunks. Oh, if it got, like, battle damage, like a big chunk blew off. Oh, that'd be sick.
Your hull is weakening, Delta Squad.
I mean, there's some pieces falling off, but you know what I mean.
Keep firing.
They tell you to shoot different spots. That would be so cool.
Target acquired.
Yeah, get turbo lasered, nerd.
Target locked. Missiles away.
precision teamwork, Deltas.
It's just
That
gone?
was nothing like a little precision teamwork.
Lose the chatter, Commandos. What now, sir?
Awaiting further instructions, 40.
Delta Squad, regroup at 3/8 position for exfil.
Boss, I've got a problem here.
Sev, where are you?
Sector, multiple hostiles.
Lost his signal, boss.
We'll find it again, damn it. Squad, regroup. We're going after Sev.
Negative 3/8. New orders came through from the Jedi generals. Clear the area. Evac now.
I don't care if they came from Master Yoda himself.
As
Wow.
a matter of fact, they did, soldier. Now get your squad out of there.
Blast our orders! 40?
He's right, boss. We gotta evac.
Sir, we have to go back.
Huh. Isn't that like... Is there a reason that these clones have so much like free will and personality? Or is it just cause like it makes for a better game that way? The clones as depicted in the show are all very like muted and normal. Or normalized, I should say. There is, but you don't want to know. Oh, to be more creative in their decisions? Okay. They were bred that way. Okay. So some of them are like a little wacky because that makes them better soldiers, theoretically. This was before the retcon that the clones are being controlled by mind chips. Huh. Oh, some didn't follow Order 66. Oh, that's surprising. Interesting. All right. Okay. Racked with guilt about leaving their comrade behind, Delta Squad follows orders and boards the Republic gunship. Oh wow, you just go. Okay. The painful reality of the Republic Commando is that the duty must come before brotherhood. Interesting. They just left.
Delta Lead, get your men under control. One commando is not worth risking an entire
Or
operation.
did they?
One commando? He's talking about my pod brother.
Hold on, Advisor. What do you mean, an entire operation?
Your team was the advance force for a full-scale Republic invasion.
Did you hear about
Strict orders
the
not to
Cyberpunk
deal.
Quest Writer
It was
stream?
your
You mean Pavel?
Your intel that verified the operation.
He was getting pretty big numbers. I think he like streams every Sunday, right? And has for the past, I think ever since Cyberpunk came out. Yeah, I just casually saw that he was getting like 1,000 viewers. So sick. Whoa! He seems like a really genuine, nice guy.
Look! It's the invasion force!
Taking the city was only the beginning.
I've never seen so many ships before.
Yes,
This is
sir.
a cool vista.
Yes, I'll patch you through right away. Listen up, Deltas.
All Republic forces, establish forward command in Kajiro.
Is that really who I think it is?
Rendezvous with Delta Squad. We must.
The theme.
Upon them, we rest much hope. Wookiee freedom must not be sacrificed.
Yoda!
Looks like it's back to the action. You have your order.
Oh, he cried because he was so happy about the turnaround of Cyberpunk's reputation. That's awesome. I'm glad he gets to enjoy that. All right, game over. Tim Longo. I've definitely seen that name before. It's a very memorable name. Another Tim Longo special. All right. We are in the new metal years after all. The Attitude Era of Star Wars. Fucking this is Yoda's entrance music. Oh my god, it's Yoda! Just imagining him waddling out with a folding chair under his arm. Is this around some time when Halo had Breaking Benjamin? Actually, yes. I think it is around that time. Oh, this is like the credits like zoop off the top of the screen in a weird way. Look, zoop, 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 zoop. It's like they're getting vacuumed off. They accelerate. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Man, This freaking drum line was on every like grunge rock song. The Kid Rock years. It left a mark on all of us, provided we were alive then. Shoutouts to all the babies in chat. Epic Games? Rad. I guess they weren't called Epic Mega Games at this point. I wonder when they switched. Secret level? Tim Sweeney? Shouting out Papa Tim? I guess, yeah, it was Unreal. It was on Unreal 2. Okay, somebody was asking for the track. It's called Clones by Ash. Sweet. This was a good game. I'm ready to say it. It's a good game. Let me collect my thoughts here. I like the daring and aggression in the game type. I think that a lot of compromises were made to make it an Xbox game. But I also think that if it weren't an Xbox game, it wouldn't have ever been made. Everything, and this is not really through any fault of this game, but the biggest restraint on this game's feeling is technical limitation. A lot of the environments are just really, really small. The levels and arenas are really small. It would be cool to see a version of this game with like more troopers, bigger, more diverse environments. It is like the geometry of the levels looked pretty flat too. There wasn't a lot of like floor clutter anywhere. It was all just kind of flat floors and then flat walls, just in terms of shapes. There were good skyboxes and some good vista moments, but yeah, it did just feel like the gameplay had to come first, and that meant probably like a lot of flat, even ground for AI to navigate through. I bet if you put a lot of clutter around or try to vary up the mission geometry too much, I bet at that point you had like squad mates getting caught on corners and tumbling over stuff. What developer would you like to make a remake of it? Jeez. I mean, I feel like if you get to cherry pick, Respawn would probably be the easiest go pick, but they're already making a Star Wars game, so whatever. If it's a shooter though, Bungie? What if Bungie made a Star Wars game? Wouldn't that be sick? Anyway. Yeah, you could go so much bigger. They basically did, right? They did, but I'm still like, even still, like if they had the music and the aesthetic. But you're right. I mean, Destiny is almost right next to Star Wars in terms of 70s sci-fi aesthetic. Star Wars has had a lot more spins on it, so there's I feel like Star Wars aesthetically can be a lot more broad. Although Destiny's all over the place too, so whatever. Yeah, sweet game though. It is easy to see how it's like, you know what it feels like? It feels like going back to your grade school as an adult and like everything's just small. Everything feels really tiny. That's kind of what this game feels like. And I feel like that's just aspect of it being an Unreal 2 game on the Xbox. That said, the visuals are very good and have modernized incredibly. So, you know, there's trade-offs there. But yeah, the whole game felt like, it felt like I was just kind of like tucked into a desk that was just a little too small. Let me see what extras are here. Ooh, what's this? What's all this? Oh, shit! I'm getting out of the way for this. We get to hear the title track again. This is so sick! Yes!
Now you're a clone with heart of stone, synthetic soul, brainwashed and cold. You know I find it frightening how you change it as fast as lightning. Shame.
Some of this footage looks better than the game I played. Some of these the animations were actually really sick. He kicks back the grenade! I don't think I ever saw that happen. Like that was moving way faster than the game does. Right there. Maybe they just sped up the footage. I feel like this may have been footage from like earlier builds before they like made tweaks to make it more playable and comfortable on Xbox. I'm sorry to be so conspiratorial about its presence on console. They're really just saying clones a lot. Who was that dude? He had like a trench helmet. It's a Hellgast. Clowns! Much like the game, it just kind of ends. That was awesome. Oh, Tamara Morrison interview? Look at all this wonderful extra bonus content. Oh, this is so sick. Man. Blessed day.
Concept art is used by a development team to test and establish the look and feel of a game before actual construction begins. Even in an established universe like Star Wars, everything starts with concept art: weapons, locales, and characters. In designing the world of Republic Commando, concept artist Greg Knight took an interesting angle. He imagined that if the movies were seen from the lofty perspective of the Jedi, then what might the same universe look like, as seen through the battle-hardened eyes of a soldier? The result is a darker and grittier interpretation of some familiar Star Wars elements.
Dark and gritty. Breach and clear.
The Republic Commando gameplay experience is the Commando soldier himself. To create this elite warrior, aspects of the original Star Wars design were combined with elements drawn from other inspirations, including Roman gladiators, Navy SEALs, and ninjas. In the development cycle, Star Wars...
That's the coolest combination of things ever!
Commandos wear color-coded armor to differentiate one from the other, and to capitalize on the visual
and ninjas
he was exploring for Episode 3. Color, tone, a sense of space and realism.
Frickin' dweebs made games.
Concept artists sought to
Right, it's a squad of like Navy SEALs, but they're also
Republic
ninjas.
Commando.
It's in
The
space.
game originally centered around one single day of the war, set entirely on Geonosis.
Now that's a cool concept.
More environments were added, including the planet of Kashyyyk from the upcoming...
Yeah, actually, varying biomes was real important. If they had done like the Half-Life thing
was created to reflect the
of like one
action that
20-hour sequence or something like that, that would have been
efficient, adaptable,
so
and
sick.
absolutely deadly. The Geonosian beam weapon sucks the blood of its host and converts it into a fiery napalm spray.
It tends to work pretty well with the Unreal hallway too. You just have to get really inventive about how to get
Imagined as brutal,
environment variety in the game.
but badly engineered.
That's not a gun.
Like a built-in fire extinguisher to cope with the inevitable malfunction.
Wasn't in the game.
Finally,
Unless that was like the big machine gun.
its arsenal with turrets and vehicles.
Or maybe it was and I just never picked it up. Yeah, Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2's campaign is
Paintings must be whittled down to a handful
is one of the
iconic
best.
Images. These final concepts serve as the foundation.
That was in the game? Oh,
And are fleshed out in full three-dimensional detail.
never mind.
Breathing
Totally was in the game. Okay, I just never picked it up then.
and environments of Republic Commando.
It was a while before I realized you had to like hit the button on the gun on the ground.
detonator. Clear. Fire in the hole.
The soundtrack for Star Wars Republic Commando immerses the player into the world of the galaxy's most elite special operative team.
Somebody with tactical boots.
Foley is a critical component of this audio. This art form, mastered by the feature film industry, has been used by the team at LucasArts to capture organic sounds and...
What is it about Foley that's so goofy?
Provides a level of immersion that you don't get with regular hard effects.
What is it? I don't know.
That even if you don't register it,
It's people spending all day just like snapping celery.
you don't always think about.
What'd you do in the office today? Ugh.
Says, wow, those were great.
I hurled
steps in that game.
heads of cabbage into a wall as hard as I could.
It's more about just sort of emotionally reinforcing what it is that you're seeing and feeling.
Foley artist Jana Vance has created sound effects for feature films like Star Wars,
This is so
Minority
cool.
Report, Saving Private Ryan, and Pitch Black.
Hell, dude, what a list!
To Jana and Foley artists for their expertise and say,
Minority Report actually has tons and tons of cool audio effects in
I
it.
start using a lot of adjectives. And,
Like the Wombi guns. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
sometimes we end up making sort
Those are
of
cool guns.
or talking in very sort of abstract terms about sound. There's an
Oh, so she recorded the clicks.
Thinking, well, what do I have? And
ASMR alien click.
different things, and then
Man, Jana was on it.
Is it new? Is it high tech? Is it going to be squeaky? And then you pretty much have to go to your boxes and pull some things out.
We have this
and
alien
what
clicky
you say
gun,
is,
but we want it to sound like it's tapping on your skull. She was like, got it.
Sounds a little bit different than just in the
Got you,
room with
fam.
your ear.
The Foley process is part scavenger hunt, part trial and error, oftentimes using everyday items in unexpected ways.
For Star Wars, since it's fantasy, the range is really pretty unlimited. What creates those sounds oftentimes is completely disassociated from what it is that you're seeing.
This place gives me the creeps.
For the Trandoshans, David said, he wants them to be heavy and organic and kind of lizardy, but maybe monsterish. So I ended up using some pineapple. A pineapple actually split in half for that, which gave us the texture and gave us the density and gave us the weight and gave us some of the wetness. And
Pineapple clippy clops? Wow.
insect little monsters. We used some cabbage with some oyster shells actually to kind of give it this crackly, organic, kind of rubbery, insecty sound. So that was fun.
Sometimes unusual, Foley adds that last layer of reality to the Star Wars Republic Commando soundtrack.
It's sort of that aha moment when you plug in the Foley and all of a sudden the game comes to life.
So rad. That's all food? Yeah. Hey, the produce aisle, that's the cheapest. You can go through squash all day. Who cares? It's like $5. So rad. Ooh, Spec Ops. I wonder if they're going to talk about ninjas.
Enemy terminated. Proceed to next sector.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. That's the sound of
Star Wars Republic Commando.
a refined military definitely finding weapons of mass destruction.
Squad of highly trained commando soldiers.
Meow.
To gain insider's perspective on this type of combat experience, the animation team brought in Special Ops instructor Joe Bachoco.
I got to hang out with a Spec Ops dude.
Military experience.
Republic Commando has tried to really focus in
All right, everyone, we got to stand cool today.
on Star Wars and get that sense of realism in the game. We really wanted these clone commandos to feel like an elite squad and get them to feel like they're a lethal weapon in the game. As animators, we don't get to feel like soldiers. Having Joe come in really helped us get into that mindset.
I start with something very, very basic. I start with safety rules, 4 safety rules. I go
Special
into
ops.
how to grip a weapon safely, how to draw it, a 5-point draw, how to move with a handgun or a long gun.
That's it.
I try and make it as close as reality as I possibly can. We took a team of 4 and we went through breaching a door, whether it be a single door or a double door, going in single file, filing into the room. It's very, very important to go in at once as one unit, making sure their weapons are carried in.
Did they have to like move the table out
Making
for this
sure
TAC Ops insertion?
their job knows their strengths and weaknesses It's very, very dangerous.
Just an email that lands in everybody's inbox.
Because there are
Urgent film shoot today.
willing to kill you.
We need 10 volunteers to come move the heavy table out of the meeting room.
Even though it's not live fire training, I take it very,
The special ops instructor, Joe Piscatello or whatever,
You really get a sense
is going to be here at 10 o'clock.
an actual soldier feels.
Please do not harass him in the parking lot.
Environments, unknown, dangerous environments.
Joe Broccoli. Joe Marinara. God damn it.
How vulnerable you are and how much you have to depend on your squad mates.
The team then took this information
It's all food related.
to the digital realm, infusing the commandos
On a side note,
professionalism.
First man
we know that we're heavy in the Foley recording season, but we need people to clean up because we have ants.
in my mindset. Take it very, very seriously. Think of them being fired upon, getting hit, getting hurt, and getting themselves killed. Once you
Yeah.
put yourselves in that kind of frame of mind, you will do everything.
Getting shot at and getting that like graze across your cheeks, you have that cool little drip.
Big takeaway that I got from this. And we really try to get
Listen, fellas, war is hell.
really try to get the command.
Sometimes you're in a knife fight with another dude and he slashes open your shirt, revealing your rock hard abs.
Get that job done and to
And that stings. It's worse than any paper cut you've ever felt. Can't believe it. Back in Nam, my backflip kicked some dude's head. And can you believe it? His teeth got stuck in my toes. War is hell. That's what real Spec Ops dudes do. They do that thing where they like run, right? This is the Spec Ops maneuver. This is how you know a guy's in Spec Ops. He runs, and then he jumps and he like kicks off a wall first before kicking you in the face. Normal dudes will just like do a little flip and kick you, but Spec Ops dudes, they're always vaulting off stuff and then kicking. Lurker, thank you for the VIP or ban redemption. You've proved that you might be the most Spec Ops of all. The most of all. Actually, let me bring this up about Lurker. This may be untoward given Lurker's name. Oh, that's cute. That's a GIF actually. Cat's looking the little lollipop. But Lurker, very true to their name, pretty much just shows up and says hello. And then just watches the stream. Clearly a lot because it has a lot of channel points. So I appreciate that. There's a symmetry there. It rhymes. All right, let's see. Will Lurker be VIP or banned for an hour? Which given their behavior won't really amount to all that much. But anyway, let's find out. Uh-oh. I don't know if I didn't hit the button or if it's broken. Let me hold on. Okay. The buttons are really spongy on Okay. I think I didn't. Okay, hold on. Okay, okay, Lurker, thank you very much. Let's roll it back. Thank you very much. Let's see if it's VIP or banned. Ah, here we go. If he loses, it's definitely rigged. Well, it is rigged. I mean, that was known. I admit that freely and openly. It's absolutely rigged. I did not further rig it just then, though. That was merely an instance of the spongy Steam Deck button not quite going all the way down. Hey, you guys can be mad all you want. But if you think about it, though, that's really an insult to me and my feelings right now. Because I have to ban this nice person for an hour. Because if I don't, it's just going to descend into chaos in here. People are going to think the rules don't apply anymore. All right. Well, Lurker, thank you very much for watching. Ooh, Eric has redeemed a stretch. I agree, it's stretch time. Hold on, let me just toss out Lurker. Let me just throw him out on his ass real quick. Ow. I mean, it hurts me. I mean, it hurts. What if it was 70-30 instead of 80-20? Well, then I guess it would be easier to get VIP. But much like Twitch, I've decided I need those. I need those points. They're mine. And I don't want to give anything in return. I'm just going to take Nah! So I get your channel points and I give nothing back. Because Twitch does it that way. All right, I'm going to start the Tamara Morrison interview, and then we got to do our stretch. Maybe I need to figure out framing, because I feel like just seeing my torso is not interesting for stretching. Nor can I demonstrate proper stretch posture with that framing. I don't know what I'm going to do about that.
Audiences know actor Temuera Morrison from his tough portrayal of Jango
Temuera?
in Star Wars Episode 2.
Have I been saying it wrong? Has everyone?
Now they can play as him, as the hard-as-nails squad leader, Delta 38.
Take offensive formation.
We are like the SAS or the Special Forces or the elite Marines, if you like, in space. I play this character Delta 38, which is the closest thing you can get to my Jango Fett character in Attack of the Clones. But we're an elite force, you see, so the player can actually get to play through me. I'm the
elite
player.
This dude rocks.
I've got some boys with me, 3 other guys, all dressed up with an array of missiles and weapons. It looks for a very, very exciting game.
Temuera Morrison infuses Delta 38 with his signature personality and quirky energy.
Scorch, I need a big hole right here.
The other good thing too about this game is we're adding there's just a bit of humor in there as well, you know, with some of his one-liners.
I wish they'd stop doing that.
I've got a 13-year-old, and to be quite honest, this is maybe another game that he'll want to latch onto, or maybe it would be me going, get off that game and do some homework.
Let's rearrange some architecture, Delta.
Scorch, I'm in charge. Can I have some cover here?
Just get us inside without killing the squad, okay, Scorch?
Roger that, 38. The charge is set and ready to detonate. It's all yours, boss.
Rad. Well, my affection for the game has actually increased quite a bit after watching the extras. Those were fun. I always appreciate the... Look at the... That sounds like The Matrix, but it's just there because The Matrix was huge at the time, I guess. I swear to God. That sound is not really even in the rest of the, like, score much. Anyway. Republic Commando. Good game. It would, people have asked about what I would think about or if I would want to reboot or something like that. It's an interesting idea that I think could find an audience now. I think it's a concept that could scale up quite a bit. Yeah. I feel like maybe you could make a Warhammer game that would fit. Anyway, all right, Republic Commando, great. So that's the most recent game on the Star Wars prequel-thon, in which I play all of the Star Wars games based on the prequel films. That reminds me, we have to watch the ball drop. We gotta watch Jango get beheaded real quick. But let me see what the next... What's the next game? Let's see here. Oh, Lego Star Wars. The first Lego Star Wars. I might... Like, theoretically, the newest Lego Star Wars includes the prequels, so maybe that counts. But I think instead what I'll do is just play the PS2 Lego Star Wars. Like the original Lego Star Wars. It'll be interesting to roll it back. So that's the next Force Friday game, which I might stream this Friday, depending on how the subathon goes. If the subathon goes the distance, I might have to make up some sleep at that time. But that's the next game. So now it's time. Now it's time for the traditional orb. Time for orb scene. When it was episode 1 times were bright. 9/11 hadn't happened yet. Y2K was just around the corner. Star Wars is back. And we held the orb aloft at the end of our journey and said peace. Because we believed that we were in for peace. But episode 2 arrived. Showing the peace is an illusion. Orchestrated by war profiteers. Now I'm kind of getting the illusion to the George W. Bush administration. It turns out we're all just pawns in a greater game for power and money. And so the orb instead is not held up by bisexual icon Boss Nass. It is instead cradled by the young Boba Fett as he holds his orb of a father's head in anyway. You know what I mean. I've made my point. All right, this time I looked at a different Jedi. Hold on, I'm gonna roll it back here. Like I'm trying to watch a different Jedi every time I look at this now. This time, this one actually lands okay. This guy right back here, he's just got like a little ha, hoo, ha, and then he just kind of holds it. Ha! That's a good flourish. You ever see the extended deleted scene of this? Mace Windu does like a whole 10-hit combo on Jango before beheading him. People have mentioned it. I don't think it's on YouTube for some reason. It flows so naturally that way, though. Just arm, head. What else is there to do? All right. What should the episode 3 ball drop be? Dooku beheading? I mean, maybe. It is right there. I'll wait. Slashed him a lot more and even takes off his arm, I believe. Huh. Got cut because it's too violent. Huh. I'll have to check that out. What are these lights in the back? These guys? It's like a light stick that's pointed at a plant, making it the world's first RGB gamer plant. Yeah. I got all the tricks for this stream. Speaking of tricks, it's time to move on to the next game. Look up I Hate Count Dooku and his shit bike, please. Okay. It's just Destiny. Oh, here we go. All right. Let's check this out. That's not a 10-hit come on. That was upsold quite a bit. That's just a zip zap. Okay. There's not a zip zap. Yeah, he like... It's some pretty cool sword fighting, I guess. Yeah, gets him there. His arm's already cut off. Yeah, gets him on the other arm, gets him there, and then the head. It's more hits, but eh. Yeah, it seems like it's like the Funk. Stupid. Everyone imagines the head flopping out. Somebody finally made it. I guess that's the more like clinical sword fighty way to do it. You make absolutely sure that he's just completely immobilized and then you cut his head off. The way that it's in the movie, though, it reads just like it's just total domination. It's just I don't even give a shit. Like I've sized you up immediately, and you are nothing. I'm just going to dispose of you. Like it's like he's fighting droids. That's really the way that Jedi fight droids. They're just like doop doop, and then they're done. Did it go off? It did. Well, for the recording at least, that's the end of that. Thanks, Twitch.